What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to another fun episode of Wanna Go Fishing. And today's episode is going to be a new episode of Tailgate Talk. Here we are sitting on the back of the tailgate of Old Butter, and we have two fishing rods that we're going to throw up against each other here. Not too long back, I came across the Leland TCB trout crappie bluegill by B&M. Now, a buddy of mine from Instagram, good old Hamilton Bell, introduced me to that rod and reel combo. I was on Amazon not too long back looking at some PISCIFUN equipment and came across a rod that was very similar to the TCB, except with this rod you get two ends. It's a two-piece rod and you get two different ends, and you can pick whether you want light, ultralight, whatever, you know. Look at them on PISCIFUN, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the Torrent, and I'm going to throw a picture up here. And it's really cool because you can, it's in the $55 range, and you get two tips. The end piece you can get in light or ultralight. This guy right here. So I went ahead and bought one, and in order to, you know, do the whole red and black thing, I went with a Flame, PISCIFUN Flame 500 size reel. Now I have the 2000 and the 3000, but I hadn't had anything this small in the Flame series, so I went ahead and got that too. It's a 10 bearing reel, very well made. I love the Flame series reels. I have, like I said, the 2000 and 3000. They work very well. I have a couple of Vipers. I had a Torrent bait caster, and now I've got this fancy Torrent rod. Now I'm going to bring your eye muscles in over here and let you take a look at the two together, the TCB and this one, and the Torrent here, and let you see a little bit of what they look like. Now to your left, of course, is the TCB, and that has a Regal reel on it, Daiwa. And you can see that the Torrent is very close to the TCB. Anyway, pay no attention to the bed of this truck. It's still holding up, so I don't, worry too much about him. So anyway, what I'm going to do, we're going to go over here and try to catch a few fish, compare the two. I have really talked highly of the TCB in the past, because you might ask yourself, how can a rod make that much difference? Is it that big a deal? You know, until you try it, there's just no way to explain it. You know, it's night and day. If you've done nothing but, drive Chevettes all your life, and somebody put you behind the wheel of a Subaru, it's a difference. Point A to point B is still the same, but it's how you get there. You feel the difference, you feel the quality. Very good rod. So the PISCIFUN Torrent, it has its work cut out for it to keep up with that TCB. But let's go see what it does. Also today, for the first time out, is going to be the good old Wanna Go Fishing Express is going on its trial run today. We're going to run around all over the campground out here and see what we can do. We're probably going to get some looks, but it's most likely going to be envy. That's the only thing I can tell you. It's probably going to be envy. So let's get to flinging. What do you say? First catch, little bass, little bitty bass, and we're using the silver and gray sparkle with a good old Roadrunner jig. He's just a little fella. I gotta say here, at first glance, this rod feels almost just like the TCB. Now, there's going to be some slight differences, but for the most part it feels just like it. It's the same length, it's 6'6", ultralight. There you go. This is on the TCB. Felt good. Felt real good. Seriously, if you want to come over here, come over.
We're good.
Okay, another good size one, TCB. Let's go back to that PISCIFUN. PISCIFUN also has some vicious 10-pound braid on there with a 6-pound trout magnet SOS leader. Nice little bass. Put up a pretty good little fight. Now, I'm going to tell you, if it came down to it and you put both of these rods in my hands one after the other with blindfolded, I'm not sure I could tell you which one's what. Even with the reel. The Flame 500, very smooth, feels great. So, you know, is it the quality of the Daiwa Regal? No, probably not, but it still feels really good, and it would be very, very hard to figure out which one's what. I seriously, there's no way I could tell you the difference between the two rods. I think they feel very, very close to the same. Of course, I'm not horsing in, you know, 2-pound fish here, but they feel very close to the same. And I mean, the PISCIFUN Torrent is, I think it was $52. You get your choice of a couple different tips. I got the light and the ultralight. This is the ultralight tip because the TCB is an ultralight, so I wanted to, you know, keep them as close as I could. They are strung up the same, both 10-pound braid with a 6-pound leader. And I'm using the 1/16 ounce road runner. It's the same, they're the same thing. So that's kind of the way I wanted to keep them both on a level playing field. Why you do that? Not out deep. Yep, that seriously feels about the same. And if you notice a weird sound, I'm using the media mod today. I've been having trouble with my Rode, whatever they call that microphone. Haven't been getting dependable tone out of it. One day it sounds good, next day it sounds like somebody run it over with a truck. Now I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take the old Wanna Go Fishing Express and we're going to move on to a different spot. The TCB combo falls into the $70 range with the little B&M reel that comes with it. Now, the reel is okay. I mean, I've used it. If you'll check back into that episode I did with the TCB, I used that reel. And it's not bad. It works. It's a good, you know, decent reel for a combo reel. But, as you see, I got a Regal 1000 on mine. More expensive, obviously. You're getting up in price there, $60, $70, depending on if you can find one and where it is. But very good reel. And I love the rod. But I've got the Flame 500 on the $52, what comes with 2 tips, PISCIFUN, both PISCIFUN, reel and pole. I think the 500 fell into the $19 to $25 range. We'll have to look that up, and Evan, put it up here somewhere how much the 500 is, PISCIFUN Flame. Let's move on to a different spot. Tackle box. A little flagpole, and next thing you know, it's a fishing trailer. First bluegill of the day. That's a pretty good one. That's on the TCB. Now we're going to switch. Water's getting warmer in the fish. Oh, God. That fish hit as soon as that hit the water. And they're still hitting, but they're just little bluegills, and they're just pecking the devil out of this bait. Could it be because it's true? Well, there we go. That was on the PISCIFUN with the baby bass, which you should be ashamed of yourself. Charlie Brewer. Man. Little feller. And we got another one. I've been using the PISCIFUN for quite some time now. We're going to switch over to the TCB and see if I can really tell any kind of difference at all. Thank you for allowing me to come to your side. little bass. I kind of show up, and if I catch fish, I'll catch something out there, but you need to stop and pay attention. But yeah, I'll catch catfish over there while I'm doing this. He won't hook very well. They're definitely out there by that fountain. Up here yesterday, rode my motorcycle up here, messed around, and I think I was here about an hour and a half over there. Had a blast. Got on the bike, went back home. On the way back home, on the way back home. Well, we're done for the day. I got to get all this stuff put away and get out of here before 4 o'clock, and it's 3:25 now. So let's get on out of here and get this stuff packed up, and I'll give you a little rundown of what's my personal opinions of these two rods and reels and the old Wanna Go Fishing Express on the way out of here. See you in a minute. All right, we're all packed up and ready to go. Now, what is it about the two rods that are the same? Really, their build is very close to the same. There is a little more quality in the TCB than there is in the Torrent, but for the most part, not noticeable when you're fishing. The only thing that I found to be noticeable is the PISCIFUN is got a plastic centerpiece where you would put your hand where the rod basically, or where the reel is actually on the reel seat. It's plastic. So you can tell that in your hand, you can feel that. Where the TCB is actually rubber. It's a rubber. And it's more comfortable in your hand. Now, that's not saying that the Torrent isn't comfortable, because it is. It's just that you notice that the PISCIFUN is not as comfortable. That's the easiest way to say it. They both feel like they have the same stability. The TCB, I think, is a little more limber. It's not quite as stiff, and either way, setting the hook with either one of those two rods was fine. I missed a few fish, but that may have had a little bit more to do with the Roadrunner jig than it did the actual rod itself setting the hook. So anyway, my conclusion is, at $52 for the PISCIFUN Torrent, once you buy a reel that you really like, depending on what you want to spend, you know, that's up to you. It is a good rod for $52, and you get to pick two sizes of tip. Ultralight, light, look them up, you'll see, and you can, maybe you'll see something you like. It also comes in a nifty little bag, which I've taken pictures of, and almost like a fly rod. So it's a good rod. I enjoyed using it, and next time I might put the light tip on. I used the ultralight today because the TCB is an ultralight, and I kind of wanted to make sure I did the comparison as close to both of them being the same as I could. So, PISCIFUN Torrent spinning rod. I got the model number and all of that stuff right up here somewhere, across my face. It's somewhere on here. Look it up. You might enjoy it. I did. I had a good time with it. I switched back and forth with the TCB and the Torrent all afternoon, and I had a great time catching fish with both of them. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. This was just a short one, just to do a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a review. Season's here. I'm having a blast already. The fish are just tearing things up. The fish are out there. It's kind of like, what was that TV show? They're out there. It's out there. The truth about fish. Oh my gosh. Aliens. They're attacking.